Hello and welcome back to episode 14 of my Let's Play of Pacific Storm Allies. Pacific Storm Allies has now, with this recording, broken the 12 episode curse of basically nothing of mine getting more than 12 episodes before I just go, I don't like this anymore. And it's not even that I didn't like it anymore, it's more the fact that either technical difficulties or losing the save file or. It's complicated. You know what? I have not checked this damn base in so long. How is thinking Guadalcanal even doing? It's kind of sad just has left it here and done nothing with it. It's not doing bad. So remember last episode, not really much happened. I was more babbling on about Division 4 stuff and what my friends are doing, how their channels are doing. If that's something you guys don't mind me doing, just let me know about that. I think it's rather boring. I think a lot of you here just watching by the Pacific Storm Allies content, not me rambling on about anything that comes to mind. I don't know why I've been. Oh, hi, Great Britain. What do you want? No. I'm still waiting for just 2 heavy cruisers to be built, and I can actually make another fleet and sail them to, freaking, New Guinea, so I can take it over, and you guys can actually see a battle again. And then shortly after that, I'll be sitting there and probably starting to take the Japanese home islands. After I'd probably take Taiwan or Iwo Jima, or take one of the Japanese home islands and take Okinawa. Not sure which I want to do at the moment. I think I'll start with Taiwan, still known as Formosa. And more destroyers have been built. Joys. I don't need a greater hodgepodge of destroyers. Remember last episode I went into Los Angeles and you just saw the massive hodgepodge of ships I have. All the different types of destroyers. It's insane. Oh look, more transports. Just what I don't need. Actually, correction, I do need the transports. I need them for the fleet, because I ran out of transports with the last battleship fleet I made, so. God, that seems like that was ages ago now, though. Means that was way back. Yeah, about 4 episodes from this. Unfortunately, there's not much me to babble on about, unfortunately, except for like, oh, here's what my friends are doing on the other channels, and it's. If you don't. Sorry. Let me compose myself again. If you guys don't like that, I understand that. Just tell me you don't like it, and I'll just shut up, and I'll try and be quiet and just give commentary of what's going on in the game. Because right now I'm basically ignoring the game, except for like when I see a Japanese like ship, fleet, or formation moving towards one of my bases, then I kind of have a panic attack as per usual. And pardon again if you don't like this. Extremely sorry. Gotta do this for those who could be interested. I also forgot one other member of the Division 4 family, which is Boxponer, which is Sean, that you don't get to. I don't say much about his channel because he hasn't published a lot recently. He's posted a few videos, but he's going to be more of an indie game player like John is, and you'll also be seeing him play horror games. Which, if you guys are into that, go right ahead. I don't think, probably you're not into it, because if you're here watching me play Pacific Storm Allies, you're probably not that big of a horror person, and I don't blame you. It just, if anyone stumbles across my videos who are like into the whole horror genre, go check out his channel in the future. Oh, look, more of my things being built. Oh, more destroyers. There's such a hodgepodge of destroyers. You don't believe me when I say a hodgepodge of destroyer classes. You go to formations. This is the hodgepodge. There are four different types. It could be worse, I suppose, because I could have the Summers class, and then I could have the Samurai Spirit mod installed, which has the damn it. I need to remember the name of the ship class. Clemenson. Clemenson destroyers. And that, because those things are just so they're just so weak that I usually just rip them out of every formation and replace them with Bensons or Fletchers when I get up there. Same with the, I'm not saying the Samurai Spirit mod is bad, it's great. It's a great challenge. You gotta modernize the US Navy because the light cruiser you get in it is, oh dear God, no. It's World War One. Please get it away from me. World War One battleships work because they're heavily armored. The light cruiser is no. The Northampton class heavy cruiser I like though. That I can deal with because that is fairly heavily armored and fairly heavily armed, so I can deal with the Northampton class. But just the light cruiser, I completely blank out its name. I do not like it. And basically, what I did in the Samurai Spirit mod is I gathered all like the World War One light cruisers and the Clemenson class destroyers, mishmashed them into light cruiser divisions, and then just shoved them into whatever base. I really didn't care about if I lost it, but I wanted to defend it if I could, and I didn't want to waste expensive good units on it, so I just shoved a bunch of World War One stuff at it. Or I just gave them to the British, whichever occurred first, whichever was more reasonable at the time. I think in the end I did like 50-50. Look, an A20 has been produced. This looks to be yet another uneventful episode. What just got? Can't find out. Suspect either more destroyers or light cruiser. Not sure. Or transport ship. Not going to sit there waste my time and keep looking, so I'll have to find out eventually. What the hell is this British destroyer division up to? Oh, God. Sorry about that, guys. You know what? Just hold on. I want to see how. Oh, dear God, no. Damn it. Yes! Oh, there's two of them. Damn it, why can I still not build it? Oh, you cheeky little... The only reason I can't build a battleship fleet is because I lack 2 battleships and 1 aircraft carrier. Seriously? I could theoretically still build it, but it wouldn't be full strength, and therefore I wouldn't ship it off in the middle of nowhere to fight God knows what Japanese forces. Actually, because I will be taking New Guinea, which is a pretty... is what the Japanese took it by force. So there's probably a good chance that there is a good amount of defenders there, and maybe even a fleet. So I might make this fleet something more than a fleet and probably attach more divisions and whatnot to it, so it's a stronger fleet. You saw how that worked for the Japanese, how the Japanese AI did that in the battle for Miri, where it's just a single destroyer division with so many stupid heavy cruisers, no ammunition stuck to it. It was so annoying. I'm just curious, how is everything coming along? You know, I am very much serious about the main class being an excellent class of battleship. It's armed to the teeth, and that's the only reason it's a good one at the moment. Congratulations, Soviet Union. You took a base with a high population, some money, and some oil, but no iron or aluminum. Congratulations. Now go away. Here, let me shove technology at you to make you happy and go away. I love how you can do that in this game. It's like, oh, you don't want to deal with your allies? Just stuff a bunch of tech in their face and they'll go away eventually. Okay, the Russians have a lot of basically nonsense. So let's do this. What do you have, Germany? Yeah, there's a bunch of Focke-Wulfs and 109s and Ju-88s, so never mind. Nope, 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 no, the lag. Nope. Nope, not that speed either. I think that's the one reason I probably could have had this Let's Play done like 20 episodes if it doesn't horribly lag out every time trying to go with the 4 speed. Oh, eek, that scares me tremendously. What's the monthly mortality rate? 23%. But no. Force of habit is bad. Actually, hold on. Why not just transfer some of these idiots over here to there? Yes, I could, actually. Okay, you, leave base and go over to this base and drop off a bunch of freaking engineers. And we're half into this way, well, almost halfway into this recording, and nothing's happening, so... Unfortunately, a boring episode of me just talking, babbling on. New personnel. Okay, I built something to... yeah. I should keep the engineers busy for a while, at least. There. Back into what I was discussing in the previous video about how, I know I'm just cutting between videos talking about the same thing. It's going to leave some people confused if this is the first part of the series you're watching. So a brief recap, is that this was going to be my original series on this channel. Didn't work because of hardware problems. Well, I shouldn't say problems, more of cannot play a game with anything resembling FPS and record at the same time. So, going back to that, I will say the thing that inspired me to do this is I do like this game. I mean, I'll occasionally grumble about it, like crashing and whatnot, but I do really like this game. And not a lot of people know it, so way back 2 years ago, I think there were almost no, but if there was, it was just starting. No English Let's Plays of this game. I think there was a German one up at the time. That was about it. There were no proper Let's Plays of this game, which kind of like inspired me to, hey, we should do this later, and it's still paying off now, 2 years later. There's still not many Let's Plays of this. That's because it is a bit glitchy game. It will sometimes crash coming out of battle. So I have been really, really lucky that it has not done that to me once. Because that would so mess up recordings if I had to just try and get into the same battle like 100 times. That's why the Battle of Leyte took me so goddamn long to put that up, is because it just, I shouldn't say that. It took me about 7 times to put Battle of Leyte up. It's just, sometimes it would crash when I got into an aircraft, and that was just stupid. And the engineers are in this ship. There we go. And then I also bring yet another thing in, but this won't confuse people, is I cannot thank you guys enough for, even now, just the amount of views I'm getting. I was expecting to save all this stuff. This channel was originally going to be just me playing a game, just so I can remember how it was way back when. And that's why the Starbound series is going to be so useful when 1.0 comes out, when me and John can go, hey look, remember when it was like this? It's a helpful remembering tool. But I am so lucky that it's turned into even more than that, so I just love the fact that some of you actually enjoy watching my content, listening to me just babble on, rant on about basically nothing. I really do appreciate it, so I can't give you guys enough thanks already. If I give the Germans New Guinea, they won't have any aluminum. Oh well. Such is life. Because that's why I was going to give them Miri. I know, I think I'm going to give them New Guinea instead. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Not sure. I'll find out. I'll think about it. I have to build the bases anyway, so not sure. I could give them part of East China. How to think about that. One of the biggest reasons I am so, I think I explained this in the first episode or a second, but the biggest reasons why, again, if anyone who's popped along the series recently, biggest reason why I'm friends with the Germans and not fighting the Germans is I have a mod which I forget. I wish I could remember the person's name. If I remember the person's name, I will put it in the description or when I look it up. But I'm using his Kriegsmarine mod, which means that there's actual proper Kriegsmarine. It's got like all the proper battleship. Well, there's the Bismarck class, obviously, but there's like the Scharnhorst battle cruisers, things like that. All the destroyers, all the different types of destroyers, all the different types of light cruisers, and all the heavy cruisers. I don't think there are any other types of U-boats besides the Type 7 or the Type 9. But no guarantees on that. And there wasn't like even a BF-109T, which was the shipborne BF-109. So I'm sorry, Graf Zeppelin. Despite the fact you're in the game now, you're still fairly useless because all you can have is Stukas. You don't have any proper fighters. I find it interesting, though, that the Kriegsmarine opted for the BF-109 for the Graf Zeppelin if it had been finished, and not the Focke-Wulf 190, because, as experience has shown, like the Royal Navy, the Marine Spitfire had several problems because of its narrow undercarriage, how its landing gear was. and the inline engine was more difficult to get at to maintain than the radial engine of the early BF1s, the early Focke-Wulf 190 Antons, the F1 FW190As. So that just choice of going for the inline engine over the radial engine and going for the more work required to maintain BF109 rather than the Focke-Wulf 190, I always found interesting. I think the biggest reason for that was when they were planning the Graf Zeppelin, the BF109 was the newest aircraft in the Luftwaffe. The Focke-Wulf 190 wasn't even a prototype at the time. So they went with the BF109. That, and because of the wide undercarriage, the wide landing gear of the Focke-Wulf, it couldn't have folding wings. You'd have less than one of the aircraft carriers. So your choice was either stronger undercarriage, fewer landing accidents but carry fewer aircraft, or weaker undercarriage, potentially more landing accidents on carriers, but more aircraft. I know, it's always a big what if the Graf Zeppelin actually went into service. Because there are just so many different things. Naval aviation's always interesting. But, it's also a historical thing I've always loved is what ifs. Again, why I love playing Hearts of Iron 3 in this game is historical what ifs. What if this happened? Let's see, there's construction done at Guadalcanal. Have I even done anything with Saipan besides like basic construction of basic things? Nope. Most of the engineers have died. Let's fix that. Now things should go along a little bit more smoothly. No, not this again. No, lag. Another horrible lag. Quick on those speed networks. And again, another boring episode for you guys. I was almost able to build a battleship fleet, and then decided, no, you need more battleships and more carriers. Which... Nope. Just more heavy cruisers. And a lot more light cruisers. Let's see, what date is it actually? I've been babbling on and not even paying attention to... Oh, it's almost the 12th of November, 1942, so next episode will be the end of 1942, unless there's a battle in which, well, you know how that works. That's 1 or 2 episodes, depending on what it is. I need to start just pushing aircraft over to Miri, though. That is becoming a requirement. Wake population 0. It's actually incorrect. Wake had a population of like 200. Interesting that they modeled Wake, but not sorry, it's interesting that they modeled like this tiny population of the Toluku Isles, but not Wake or Midway. I don't think didn't have an indigenous population. I can't remember though. No, Wake did, and there's only like 200 or 300 people. I hate to do it to you, about this to you guys, but I'm just gonna cut this one early, a couple minutes early. So, traditional stuff, if you like the video, give it a like. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you in the next episode.